Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we will learn how to enable LDAP as on an Active Directory domain controller. So before you start, you just sorry, okay, but we need to see with the current configuration. So I have installed Active Directory and I'm only having single domain controller for testing purpose, and that is running on Windows Server 2016, and currently there is no PKI infra. So we are going to enable certificate authority, then we can use the particular certificate there for a domain controller to bind with lightweight Active Directory. So you can come here, and if you're creating your infrastructure from the beginning and you are thinking to bring Active Directory certificate service and Active Directory domain service together, so it will not be possible because it doesn't allow. If you have installed Active Directory certificate service role and you are promoting first domain controller by using Active Directory domain service, it will not allow you. So first you perform your domain controller configuration first, then you just visit here and you should try this. I'm saying this because I installed all the roles, this one and this one, and it was not allowing me, so I removed Active Directory certificate role, then I am install and configure promote the server domain controller, and I came up again. So we need to select this mandatory certificate authority, and there are some other things we can read. If you think that that's required for you, you can use that, but everything is not required everywhere or anytime. Certificate enrollment policy web service, so you can read and understand, so you can just enable this and think how we can use that, but this is not required for me as of now. We can select this, see what is saying. The certificate enrollment web service enable user computer to enroll and new certificate even when the computer is not a member of the domain, or if domain join computer is temporarily outside. That is not required for me as well. So this one, certification authority web enrollment provides a simple web interface that allows users to perform tasks such as request a new certificate. Yeah, we can use that. Next, we should wait. Role has installed, we can just select or we can just close this, and we can come here in the notification area. Yes, that is fine. I'm having the domain controller for this admin account. So as we only selected these two options while installing the role, and it is now asking me to select only from them. We can go next. Enterprise certificate authority CA can. I wanted to select this enterprise. Why it is not allowing me? Okay, let me just log off and log in. Just take a restart. That is not harming anything for me. So computer has been restarted. Okay, let's try again. What does it says? Again, it's not allowing me. Okay. Active directory users and computers. Let me create new user. Sometimes the user that you have created while installing the operating system or promoting server domain controller, it doesn't work properly. So mark Miller. You can put anything as a initial. MARK. I'm just creating any user for just for my demo purpose, but you should create user with the correct standard as per your company, or take the require approval before creating. Otherwise you may have received the email address, email from security team. Enterprise admin, domain admin, log off and log in and try again. Very quick. Oh, no, I should have logged in with the mark. Now I can select. Even though my previous account or that account I have logged in with is a member of administrators group, which is the member of each and everything like enterprise ID, domain admin, but it doesn't select, doesn't provide that permission. I don't know, but I have seen this practically. So generally I create new user and provide the necessary permission and I use that. I need to think why it doesn't work, and I will come with the solution. So we select this enterprise CA, root CA, create. That is only enough. SHA-20 256. Uh, SHA-256. That is only enough. 2048 is also enough here. Here you can change the common name for the CA if you want to. So I will say some other name. Dwarka, DWARKA. Enterprise, ENTERPRISE Okay. Preview of distinguished name should be like this. Dash distinguished name suffix. Okay. Can we change that as well? DC is equal Vrindavan. Oh, no, no. Leave this because Vrindavan is my domain name. You can increase or decrease if you want to, but that doesn't make any sense for me. certificate database location, log location, and configure. You can see whatever you have selected in the previous steps. If you think something is wrong, please wait and correct this. Yeah, it is done very quickly. Now I can come here. Where is my certificate authority? 1 minute. Okay, this is my certificate authority. So you have configured this server as the enterprise root CA, and it can assign or revoke certificate to the domain joined computer directly, and you can also create a certificate for non-domain joined computers as well, because we have selected certificate web enrollment option. That is different part I will cover in different video, when I will cover create a complete enterprise CA with the proper information. So now we have configured that properly. Now we'll go to create the certificate template. So before going ahead, we just take a look what has happened. So I forgot to show you, but earlier there was nothing here. Okay. So once we created the server as a domain controller, or sorry, enterprise CA, you can see issued to Dwarka Enterprise CA and issued by Dwarka Enterprise CA. So it has created one certificate, self-signed certificate, I would say, or it is not self-signed certificate, but my PKI infra has created one certificate to itself, because you can see issued to and issued by. Expiration date is 9/14/2030, because we selected 5 years as an expiry date. You can also see here, and here you can see certificate information, and if you want you can also see the timing here. You have a private key that corresponds to this certificate already there. You can get some information. These are very important things while you are working for certificate authority. You need to know. Sometimes we can create the CSR for getting the certificate from the old certificate itself, right? I think you have created as well in your infra. CSR is called certificate signing request. So before you get the certificate from any internal or external PKI certificate authority, you need to create one CSR with the required information and submit with your internal PKI administrator, or with the person who is managing your external PKI certificates. External certificates. Here we can see some other things as well. Sometimes thumbprint is more important, which is required, and you can get other things as well, like signature algorithm, signature has value, issuer, valid to something. Here you can see path, and certificate is okay. Let's see if it has installed any certificate in the certificate trusted root certification authority. Very good. You can also see here that was the other one that I was just testing with self-signed certificate. So I can see it has also created one certificate here, Dwarka Enterprise CA, and Dwarka Enterprise CA. Since this certificate under your trusted root certification authority, so any certificate issued by this Dwarka Enterprise CA, my computer, this computer, or any computer in my infra will believe or accept any request from that particular server, because this certificate will be there under their certificate trusted root certificate authority, and we will push this personal certificate by using certificate template itself. So now we were talking about, or earlier we were talking about the certificate template. So here we can see certificate template. Certificate template is just, you can say, predefined format that can be used for a specific type of service or software. For example, if you want to use one certificate for your website, so you can use this certificate. So it is good idea to not to change this anything on that particular template, because if something goes wrong, it will be difficult to retrieve that or fix that. So you should create the duplicate of that, and then you should use that. Okay, Kerberos authentication, directory, domain controller authentication. So different certificate help you with the different type of certificates. And you also create sometimes certificate for your NPS server for wireless connecting, and there are many purposes as well. You also create certificate for your LDAP, so that will be checked. So let's see what we can do. If we create on, it is not allowing. Okay, so what we need to do, we just come here, type this certtmpl.msc. Okay, then you will see list of certificate template here, and select desired template that you want to work with. So I'm just interested here. Here you can see there are so many template, right, for different purpose. So if you are not aware, we are having some answer on the Google, or almost all the answer Google. You can see what certificate should be required, what template should be required that can fulfill your requirement. Sometimes a computer certificate, domain control certificate. We will not talk about all, but just Kerberos authentication. C. Duplicate template. The current certificate could not be duplicate. Access is denied. What happened? Okay, no problem. Here we can just type my password. No, not this one here. Mike or my, not Mark. Sometimes I forget. Okay, Mark M. Miller. Okay, okay. Now again we need to type that commands CERTTMPL. CERTTMPL.MSC. Okay. So without wasting the time, we will select Kerberos authentication, duplicate. Yes. Here you need to modify some information. Go to general and give a name. For example, secure LDAP. You can give any other name. Secure LDAP. Validity you can change. Validity period is 1 year. Renewable is 6 months, 6 weeks. So if you want, you can keep same or you just change it to. But until unless we are not having any specific information, do not touch and select this publish certificate in the Active Directory. Do not automatically enroll a duplicate certificate exists in Active Directory. Do not select this and we can come to request handling where it is. Okay, this one. Under this we can select allow private key to be exported. We can go to subject name. Here we can select the DNS name if not selected and UPN as well if you want to. Okay, so that is already we have selected. That is fine. And we can also validate some other things like key attention, not key attention, subject name, journal, cryptography. Okay, this one is also selected. So we can just say apply. Okay, and now we can close this and come here again. PKI is a very good and big topic itself. So manage. Okay, certificate template to show. Again, come here, new. Okay, here just find the certificate that you created. Not certificate, one template that you created manually. It will tell you why it is being used. It is saying it is used for KDC authentication, smart card login, server authentication, and the client authentication. Okay, very good. It is here now. Okay, there are many things to do. Come here, type MMC, and now you can just file, add, remove, snap in, or certificate, add it here, select computer account next. It is fine. Okay, you will see something here. Then what you can do now, certificate, request a new certificate. We can see Active Directory enrollment policy, right? We go next. Okay, now you see your certificate and come under the detail and modify it if you want to or with your information. For example, you want to give any name, you can give the name to this. And if you want to change something subject, okay, if you want to change here, here and here, whatever you want you can change it to. But for my purpose, It is not asking me to change anything, so I will just say enroll. And let's see, I am having the certificate here, and it is also having some information. Key uses, that is also require queue uses. CRL, CDP, AIA. There are many things to remember. So I was looking for this certificate. Now you can say issued to IND is DC01 and issued by that detail. Everything is fine. So now what I can say yes, I have a certificate, or this my computer is supporting LDAP. Now ldp.exe I can try. I also create another video where I just selected uh, self-signed certificate, and if you just want to test this, you can just create the certificate. You can do that in 2-3 minutes only, but that was just alternative, not as a proper solution. Here you can type the FQDN of your domain controller, so I can just get this easily from here instead of typing. Okay, here I can type 636 and see. Okay, and here you can see again host support SSL cipher, and now you can configure this with other application or other support tools. They require secure communication over port LDAP S. So that's all for this video. If you learn something new, kindly like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.